Sarah, you're talking with Christians around the world all the time. They've endured trying times and remained hopeful. In your book, Gospelbound, you write about how they suffer with joy. One of the clearest marks of Christians, they suffer with joy. Why don't those Christians seem to be marked by anxiety when they've suffered so much and they've seen so much evil?
So I used to really hate the verse in the Bible that says, "Never have I seen the righteous forsaken," because I could think of a lot of righteous people that I had seen forsaken, and I thought that was crazy. But as I've been privileged to travel around and talk to Christians, I talked to two girls who were imprisoned in Iran for years for their faith, and they said to me, God was with us the whole time. God didn't abandon us. He's the only reason we got through it. We felt him all the time, and they had all kinds of stories from how God had moved in the hearts of their people who were holding them prisoner, or just the right thing that came at the right time. I've talked to Christians in Nigeria where they're just having a huge struggle with Muslim insurgents, and it's dangerous. I mean, this guy I talked to was like, I've been on a bus that was completely shot up. At the end, I was the only one who could even talk to say what had happened. It's like, how are you getting through? Don't you feel abandoned? He's like, are you kidding? Every day we are having a party that we lived through the day. My son got held up the other day. He's fine. We're just rejoicing in the Lord. We are praising God all the time. I've talked to parents who have lost more than one child. The grief, it's immense. I can't think of a worse thing to happen to you. And they're telling me, like, we don't feel abandoned. God is what we're hanging on to when we can't get out of bed, or when we just feel crushed. Like, God is carrying us through that. And I don't think it has to be extreme. I think even in your life, even in my life, if you just pay attention to how God carries you through each day, that pocket of quiet time to work, or man, this thing just worked out great over here, or man, I was low and I was praying and I felt that peace of the Lord, or that verse I read this morning that turned out to be just what I needed for my spirit. God is carrying all of us through every day. And if you pay attention to that, it feels like this. Whoa, I can't believe God showed up. That was so amazing. And the next time he shows up again, and you're like, wow, he showed up again. And then he shows up again, and you're like, hey, I think he might show up again. And then he does. And you're like, wow, he showed up again. I bet he shows up again. And then he does. And after a while, you're like, rock solid, 100%, God will show up again. And then he does.